I like reptiles, so whenever I get the opportunity to capture one and observe it for a while, I can't resist. Even though unfortunately it pesters the animal and bothers it, you know. They're just too beautiful. Too beautiful, too amazing, too magical. This is a rat snake. This is a North American rat snake. According to the new system, this is Pantherophis obsoletus. According to the old system, it is Elaphus obsoletus, but it's a rat snake. So this is found, I think, in the entire eastern side of North America. What a magical creature. Goodness gracious. I was alerted to this creature because 3 bluebirds were screaming outside of my house. They were raising a huge commotion, and I figured, oh my God, it's a snake. And I've been looking all spring so far. I've been waiting for a snake, for a nice one like this. And I've seen a couple. They were rough earth snakes. They're really small. They look like earthworms. They're really tiny. But I was waiting for a big guy, and when I heard those blue jays, I'm sorry, I probably said bluebirds, but it was blue jays. When I heard them screaming, I knew it was probably a snake. And I went out there, and sure enough, it was this guy. And I'm not really a snake expert, so when I see one in the wild, I don't really know what it is. And I looked at this guy, and I figured that he wasn't poisonous. And he wasn't. You know, after I captured him, I was able to identify him completely. But at the time, I figured he wasn't poisonous, and he wasn't. So after about 5 or 10 minutes, I was able to capture him without putting myself at too much of a risk. And now we've got this beautiful animal. I don't know why people think that snakes are deceptive, or evil, or bad. I think they're beautiful. The more you observe animals, I think probably the better it is for us, especially animals in some kind of natural scenario, natural activities, natural environment. So since I pestered this poor snake, what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer an egg to it. I'm going to offer this poor snake an egg and see if it's interested. Yeah, it's probably too big for the snake to eat, but we're going to leave it there for a while. If you're a Talmudist, if you're a modern person and you think that animals are basically just machines for people to extract protein from, that's a very slave-based, biological slave-based environment. And if you have a Futuro-Talmudism, you're basically looking at the axolotl tank. So you're looking at biological life as a way to produce biological products for your enjoyment, completely divorced from their natural circumstances, natural production methods, natural environment. So what we've got here is a real snake, a real egg, and you know, let's see what happens. And no sooner have we caught one than we find a second one. This little guy's imitating a rattlesnake, shaking his tail, even though he has got no rattle. Not even poisonous. What a beautiful animal.